Okay, so if you could just start off by just introduce yourself and just tell us what course you've completed with MBKB, and obviously the fantastic result that you had, that would be awesome.
Okie doke. So my name's Lisa Espinosa and I'm a Senior Lead Officer for Sandwell Adult and Family Learning, and part of my remit is to manage the teaching and learning within our service. And the apprenticeship that I've just completed and achieved a distinction in has been the ILM Level 5 apprenticeship, so Leadership and Management.
Fantastic, well done. So what do you think you found good about your apprenticeship?
I think it was very informative. I think it's as a person, I always doubt myself, and that's something that I struggle with. So I don't have the self belief, but I do have a manager who fully supports me and encourages me and gives me the confidence. But I think at the beginning of the apprenticeship, I did think, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this. How am I going to do this? How am I going to achieve it? And from the very beginning, I think my tutor, Sarah, was really encouraging and sort of guided me through what I needed to do. So I think the fact that it's broken down in each stage, it's very, the guides are very clear about what you need to do. And I really got into it, really enjoyed it, and just found that it's very practical. So the things that you study and that you're learning are very hands-on, that it allows you to implement them into my job role. So that was really good. And I think by it being practical, it just allows you to see, well, there's a reason for doing this, and that you can see my own development as my job role. So yeah.
Great, that's fantastic. Obviously, like you said at the beginning, culminating in you coming out with a distinction, which is obviously absolutely fantastic for you to achieve that. So that's really great. So obviously, other than passing with distinction, what do you think was your biggest achievement during the course?
I think really to understand that there are such a variety of methods to leadership and management, and different ways that can be definitely incorporated into my role. I think my belief as a manager at the beginning of the course was that I needed to be fully supportive to my team and really guide them. Probably a little bit too much. Perhaps I was somebody that held the hands a great deal, and I've learnt a lot that your team can really develop by perhaps stepping back, considering different methods, different theories for a variety of different tasks, and really to look at different leadership styles. I think I've found that the most interesting, and even if as I've finished my qualifications, I find I'm dipping back into theories and thinking, oh, what could I use for this situation? And so that's really opened up my eyes, and I do feel that's developed me as a person and as a manager. So that's been really good.
Great, that's fantastic. So I guess on the back of that, then, why and A, would you, and B, why would you recommend this apprenticeship to other people?
Yes, I would definitely recommend it to other people. Um, Again, I think that we can perhaps get stuck in our ways with whatever job role that we're in, and it's good to see when you do this qualification that there are different methods of tackling things, different ways, and I think it's really good to I mean, having the time away from my work each week to be allowed to do the study, that's been really essential to being able to meet the deadlines. And I think if you've got a good obviously I had a good tutor, so I had a really good relationship with my tutor, but I had a good manager as well. I still have a good manager that sort of encourages those things, and it instigates a lot of professional discussions as well when you're on the study. So I think that's all really, positive.
Great. Great, that's fantastic. I mean, you've obviously already said a lot of nice things about your tutor and MBKB, but I guess just to summarise, what would you say is good about MBKB?
I think there wasn't any pressure. I think, and quite early on, my tutor understood how I like to learn, and I'm somebody that I do like to have deadlines, and that was understood, that if it's flexible and say, well, when do you want to achieve that I work much better to understanding, right, you've got 2 weeks to complete this aspect, but that was set in place because that's how I like to learn and how I like to work. And I think you get a really good relationship with your tutor. I think the one-to-one sessions and the full communication that you get right the way through. Took me a while to get used to the platform that we have to upload, but there was full guidance given by Sarah, and I know you supported me when it come towards the endpoint assessment, so that was all good. I think lots of opportunities to put drafts in as well. I found that really beneficial, so that I could have some insight into areas where I could improve or make changes. So I think just the ongoing support and right the way through has been really good.
Brilliant. That's fantastic. Well, I really appreciate you sparing the time for us today. I know we're all super proud of you for your achievement, and I know Sarah is absolutely the most proud person. So well done, and thank you for your time today.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Adam. Take
No
care.
problem. You too.